Since he was coming after a long time and from a long distance, he first decided to check whether I am around or not, and so he went to the website, and then on today's that program he clicked the date and saw that going on a vacation, and so he thought I am not around, probably I have gone to vacation. But then afterwards he realized that it is the topic of the lecture today. So he ultimately came to see. This is the topic that I had thought about many times. And since now we are all in the mood of the coming summer and maybe going somewhere for vacation, and also feeling that it is now the Vedanta Society, there also the programs will be in a vacation mode. So I thought, let me spend some time thinking aloud about it. And since I was in a kind of vacation mode, so I decided to reduce my talk or my task by putting a PowerPoint presentation. So it is an easier way, So going on a vacation. So let us see that whenever we think of going on a vacation, the thought is filled with hopes of amusement, relief, thrill, and excitement. Yes, I am going on a vacation, and the plans start coming up, and then we feel that for at least for some time I will be free of this whatever everyday things I have to do, and the drudgery will be, at least for some time, will be stopped, and I will be in that blissful atmosphere. And we feel a sense of excitement about it. Yeah, I am going on a vacation. The reason, as we can say, that the existing routine situation is felt very confining, that we feel we don't have much freedom there. Everything is structured, that I have to do this at this time, I have to have this meeting with this person, then I have to finish these accounts, I have to write this paper, I have to submit this work, and so forth. All deadlines coming up, all those things, they are pressing, and so everything appeared to be very that confining and putting us in bondage, and one becomes, therefore naturally it is one gets stressful and then feel lack of any purpose. That same thing I am doing over and over again, that same eating, same going to work, same talk with the same people on the same topics, coming back again from my work and seeing the same thing on the idiot box, and then that is sometimes called TV, So it is, and spending my time like that without knowing for what am I doing it. The purpose is not really understood. So as human beings, we feel that we should live a purposeful life, and so it adds to the stress that why am I doing it? Let me do something different. So we feel I have to go to some other situation, and so we want to go somewhere. So vacation, we feel that it brings relief from the stressful, compelling, tiresome routine. And our mind is filled with the thought that now here I can do whatever I want. That feeling of that now I am not compelled by anybody. I do not have any boss or any other work that I have to complete. It feels very nice that now it is a vacation time, and so I can do whatever I want to do. I can get up whenever I desire. For many people, this is the first thought, that I can get up whenever I desire. Because when you want to, you have no vacation, then that routine, you have to go to work, and many people have to get up very early. Somehow, then I can take shower at any time, if at all. I do not need to rush through morning coffee, breakfast. I can just relax, enjoy like a free bird. I can go for long trekking, hiking, fishing, golfing, and you can add so many other things to that. Yeah, I can walk on the beaches, raise my depressed spirits by the gorgeous sunrise, sunset at the infinite ocean, marvel at the surprising variety of wildlife at an African safari or in an Amazonian forest. Can go to all these places. It will be so nice. You can add many more things. I wanted to see many movies. I have a collection of all that, and also I can rent them. So now in vacation I can do that. There are many friends that I had not met for a long time, and then I can go and have fun with them. There is a big list. In fact, there are so many things that we want to do that even if we get, say, years and years of vacation, probably we will not be able to do that. So, but we have all those desires. And so, another very important thing about vacation that you can see, that if you are told, okay, just be here and enjoy, no, that doesn't sound, I have to go away somewhere. Many times people say, no, we are going out on vacation. I say, why not be here? I just relax. That doesn't sound like it. I tell that just stay at home, just do not follow any routine, just relax, do whatever you want. But that does not sound like a vacation. We have to go away. And this is an important factor in vacation, that I have to go away somewhere. Being here and being relaxed, that I don't think is possible. I have to get away from this situation which is encroaching upon my freedom. It is not at all happy situation, and I cannot do whatever I want to do, so I have to go away somewhere. We human beings somehow think that going away somewhere will bring all the relaxation that I am seeing, that here in Rhode Island or in Northeast, here the winter is very bad. Let me take vacation and go to Arizona and or go somewhere else. If I go somewhere else, I hope that there will be something very nice that will come to my life. I will be able to be very happy, free of stress, and all these things that come to my mind. I think I will be able to fulfill that. And then let me get away from this maddening crowd. And usually we end up where? In another maddening crowd, which is equally maddening. You go to beaches and wonder why so many people have come there. It is, I wanted to have a nice peaceful time, and so I came here in the forest. So many tourists are there. What are all these people doing here? Many times this thought comes to us when driving on vacation, going somewhere, and long line of cars. one of my friends used to say, well, why are all these people here? Go home. Why are they here? But why are you here? So it is sometimes it is not less stressful, not getting away from the maddening crowd. That maddening crowd gets replaced by this new maddening crowd. That's all. And then also, as we go on vacation, another thing, initially we feel that to have a long vacation. So let us go on for a long vacation. So, and then as we think of a long vacation, then afterwards that vacation itself, that time itself starts becoming repetitive, the same thing again and again there also, and feel that okay, I feel it should be over quickly, but as it starts comes close to being over, we again feel sad that it is going to be over soon and going back again. Also, as one of my friends informed, as we are in the vacation mode and having vacation, at the back of our mind there is the worries about all the pending work and many other things that I really needed to do that I didn't do. So it adds to the karmic debt, that I needed to do this but I didn't do this, and after I go I will have to clear all that I had left behind. So one doesn't get to really enjoy that vacation mood, that because of the memory and the feeling that I have to really go back and work on all these things after I get back. Also, these days people go on vacation with all their internet connections and their all those gadgets, and keep on checking their emails. So they really are not in that free from these works that they have been doing. Again and again they are nagging at them. So because of this internet and telephone lines, very good, but then a person can be caught wherever that person may be. I remember a gentleman many years back was telling me, my company is so nice, they gave all employees a cell phone, and he was very happy about it. Say that they are so generous, they gave all of us a cell phone. He didn't think at that time that that was a tool to catch them wherever they are. So the fellow would get a call on Saturday or Sunday, he was thinking that he has a vacation time, but would get a call that way you have to come and do this work today. Before, when there was no such possibility of catching him, he was having some vacation time, but now because of the cell phone he can be caught hold of any place at any time. So that was when you have vacation but all these things, all these ropes are tied, you cannot really enjoy, but still you need to take all those things with you. Also in many places you see that somebody was telling me the other day, we were discussing what am I going to speak on this topic, and somebody told, forget, if you are taking your children with you on vacation, it is not a vacation for you. And then for children also it is usually then not much of a vacation, because they want to do all those things, but the parents are keeping an oversight, so they really cannot do everything. So for parents, they have to make all the arrangements of travel, then take many necessary things. and be prepared for any eventuality. So all these things go with our idea of having a vacation. So there as well we get stressed, and as we come back, we still feel that, oh, now I was so tired doing this vacationing. I come back tired. I went to get kind of refreshed and recuperated, but then come back again tired after the long journey and the delays and all such stuff. So this vacation also kind of degenerates into another boring, tiresome, and at times irritating experience. But there is still undeniably that urge for vacation that we all feel. Why should we feel this idea that there should be vacation? A few things that are suggested by this urge are that we do not find a perfect satisfaction in whatever we are doing. We feel that the situation should be better, and maybe if I go somewhere I will certainly find a better situation. So that is one reason. Does it have a spiritual significance? Yes, friends, this urge that we get, every urge really, if we analyze that there is a spiritual urge really behind all these urges. That is the real reason that is prompting us. And if we can discover that, that will be the real way of having a really good, long, satisfying, fulfilling, true vacation. We have to find that why we are having this urge for vacation. Just as, let me give you an analogy, that if we are feeling thirsty, an unpleasant sensation, tormenting, painful sensation is there. But if suppose we do not know it is because we really need water and therefore we are feeling this, unless we know that, now that being such a commonplace thing, we do not really think of it. I am thirsty, take water and drink it, and that's fine. But suppose, imagine the situation that we are feeling this pain, this tormentation, and yet do not know that it is because of the want of water, then we will not be able to remove this painful situation, because we won't go to exactly the source of water and get it. We will think that maybe because I didn't have enough sleep, so I am getting this, or maybe because I didn't meet that friend, I am getting this. It is just requirement is that of water. So we need to know that what really is causing this urge that we think that it is urge for going on a vacation. What really are we seeking? First thing, we seek freedom from the existing bondages, existing situation. And we feel that this particular surroundings, my workplace, my home, all this situation, it doesn't contain anything that can satisfy me. If I go somewhere else, I will be able to find it. And so I feel like going somewhere. But it is like this, that a person was having a little constant prick in the heel, because there was a little tiny stone in the shoe that he had put on. So because of that he was getting that prick sensation. Now he thought that it is because I am here. You go somewhere else, still that remains. You go of the best possible place, and still as long as that shoe is there, and as long as you have put on that shoe, you will still have that prick bothering you. Now what really is bothering us, that we don't analyze, and so we think that the change of place will do me a world of good. But when we go to the new place, we actually, like that person, take the same pinching shoe with us. And the mind that is causing all this pain to us, that we carry with us. And so, wherever we go, after a while, we start feeling the same thing. Oh my goodness, here also there is the same thing. Many times we Swamis, we are in some monastery somewhere, and then we feel that here also we have to do all these works. We have come to realize God, but here we are encumbered with so many responsibilities, so many works, quite a strict routine that we have to follow here as well. So we feel that I need freedom. This place, I cannot really progress spiritually by living here. I need to go somewhere else on a vacation. So we have to also ask our authorities, look, for this 1 year or 2 years or 3 years, I have been working very hard here, and then now it is time, that I should get some space, I should get some vacation, so that I can concentrate on my spiritual practice. One of our senior Swamis used to say, well, you actually left home and hearth to come here to do spiritual practice. And now from here, where are you going to do spiritual practice? Here itself you have to do spiritual practice. But in that mood, people generally do not like to listen. They monks who are not very, or the new ones especially, not very experienced in this, they feel no. Here there is so much of people coming all the time. The devotees always coming, and the work is so much, no peace here. So let me go to some lonely place in a mountain cave, somewhere in Himalayas probably, where there is this beautiful scenery, and in that forest nobody will disturb me. I will merge myself in meditation and thought of God. I will not have to talk to anybody, and so forth. And so this person, okay, you go and see. Now the things become really different. When that person goes there, there is this urge to talk. Now, because there are no people, it actually happens that person starts talking to birds and the plants and the animals around, because there are no human beings and I have to talk, you see. That is the urge inside. So how to satisfy it? So although I have come there so that I don't have to talk to anybody, but then I busy myself talking to others. Then I was feeling that I am having so many responsibilities, so many works here, there I will be free from all work, and then I will immerse myself into that meditative practices, will not do anything else, just get into that meditation. But after going there, then I feel, okay, this little hut is nice as such, but I can make some improvements in that. So I start repairing the building, making it more beautiful. Then the thought comes, if I put a nice flower garden there, how nice it will be. And so I get into again headlong work. So, in essence, the life doesn't seem to change much because the mind that was there, the same mind has gone to another place. And so we have to see that we seek freedom, but what is putting us in bondage? This mind is putting us in bondage, not a particular situation, not our workplace. So, getting away from that, you may get away, but let us not expect that things will all be then very comfortable, very soothing, and I will be swimming in the ocean of bliss or something. Nothing like that, friends. We do not like restrictions, that is true. But what is really restricting us? It is our mind which puts maximum restrictions on us. And then we want something new. We want to go to new places. That I have already gone to this Grand Canyon, I have gone to Brazil, I have gone to many other places. So let me discover some new place to go. Because that is again an urge of human mind, new something. The old, okay, what is there? I have already seen that. What does it suggest, friend? That all that old, all that I had come in contact with, all that I had experienced, it did not have the potential to satisfy me. And what I am thinking new, the new place that I am going to, are people not there? No, people are not staying there. Are they not? If there is the material for making a person fully satisfied and happy there, those people should have been perfectly happy and satisfied. But that is not the case. When I had gone to Himalayas and then loved, wow, what a nice place, and I have come there just for a few days, but the people permanently living there must be so happy, how blessed they are. So I spoke to one gentleman who lives there, and when I said this to him, that you are such a blessed person, you are so fortunate that now you get the opportunity to live here all the time, whereas we folks, we have to come once in a while for a few days. He looked at me in a strange manner and said, no, it is very difficult to live here. We don't like to live here at all. Whenever there is an opportunity, we go to the plains from the mountains. So, it is from Americas, people go to Europe to have vacation. And from Europe, they come to America. So, is there any place as such that is capable of giving us the whatever we want? The newness that we always seek, that should tell us that our urge for newness is that the old that we had failed to satisfy us. And the same fate is going to befall on whatever we are catching as new. Because what we now think as old, at one time that was new. And with great excitement we had got it. But what happened to it after a few days? Well, it lost all charm. It became now again something like being just stale. We don't want it anymore, and we go to look for something new. That new also is again has the same problem, that it is not going to satisfy us. But we seek new. And we have to therefore see what is really new. Then we want relaxation and no burden of work at all. We don't want to do any work. But we cannot live without work. The problem is, as soon as we are entrusted some work or we take up some work, we want to finish it. But then a situation when we don't have any work, that is also a very bothersome situation. I have nothing to do. We keep on looking for work. They say that not just for livelihood, I mean, that is an important concern, but even if a person is told just sit quiet, don't do any work, and we will give you all food and necessities, but no work, because you feel that you are burdened with work, come on, just sit, don't do anything. It is almost impossible to be like that. One needs some work and some meaningful work, otherwise you feel you are not doing anything. One can become insane just because of not having any work to do. We feel jealous that, oh look, these people, they get so many nice things in life, they don't do any work. There is a story in the court of a king. Once a monk came. He was a mendicant and was moving all around. So he came there, and so he used to just sit there meditating outside the courtyard, and then the king would send food to him. Now many courtiers, they became jealous. This man doesn't do anything. King is sending food to him. That is not right. I mean, it is not fair. We put in so much of work, and as the result of our hard work, we somehow are earning our livelihood. But this man doesn't do anything, just sits quiet, and king is supplying him food for free. What is this? So they complained to the king. And king said, well, am I taking anything away from you? Why you are bothered by that? I said, no, but it doesn't sound fair. Don't you see, we work hard and we earn. That fellow doesn't do anything. Why you are giving him food? He said, okay, let us do one thing, that you also sit like that. I will give you also food. Just sit like him. Don't do anything. Just sit like him. And then all of them found it so difficult. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, that's it. They started moving around. Fortunately, they were not the days of cell phones. Otherwise, now people, when they sit, I see, they take it out. And so it is not easy to sit quiet, friends. With this, inside us, there is that desire to work, and that desire will make us work. So work is a necessity. But when will that work will be all over? When will that situation come when there will be no work for us? We really want to be in that state of complete relaxation when there will be no work. When will that state come in our life? So when we come to that state, then we will be really at peace. We want peace. This situation seems to be very bothersome, noise everywhere, and really my neighbors are creating problem. My mother-in-law is creating problems. At my workplace there are so many difficulties. So we want to get away from that and feel there we will find peace. Really we are looking for peace, but we feel that it is not here. It will be there somewhere, that if I go there, I will find lot of peace. So this is another urge that we feel, that is there behind our seeking or going on for a vacation. And then ultimately we do want joy. That is the purpose we can see as the most important, intense purpose in all our actions, is to get joy, get happiness. So we they feel that if I go there somewhere, if I go to that Amazon forest, then I will we have so much of happiness. I will see all these different types of creatures and all different plants. I will be so happy. I will not have to do anything. And so we have that idea that I will get joy somewhere else. So this urge for happiness, joy, that is another important thing that comes to us. So these are the various things that we see are our reason for actually going on vacation, thinking that our going to vacation will bring all these things that we seek. But as we saw that we are taking the same mind there, not a new mind is manufactured. The same mind is being taken somewhere else. It is a man was told that, hey, the socks that you are putting on, that smells, very bad smell. So don't put it on. So, but still there was that friend who said that, well, still it smells. Did I not tell you not to put on that socks? He said, yes, I don't put it on. It is in my pocket, you see. So you are still carrying it, you see. So similarly, your mind you are carrying with you. You may be in Rhode Island, you may be somewhere else, you may go to Africa, you may go to China or whatever place you want to. We carry the same smelly mind with us. And so we really do not get that happiness that we were seeking. So the solution to be really going on vacation is to work on the mind so that there will be a peace inside. All our desires that we have, they have to be focused on our real desire. That we have to see that what is our real desire, and if we keep on looking deeply, we can easily discover that our real desire is to know our true nature, or to put it in different words, to realize God, to realize who am I am, whatever way we like to put it. That it is when we know that, we discover that we have no further desire. Everything else that we seek has this problem of increasing our unrest, because whatever we find, we think that I must get this. After getting that also, the same question still remains, what next? So you have to get something more than that, then you have to get something more than that. So this search, this urge kind of never ends, and the mind therefore is always ruffled and looking for new things. That is another, that vacation, going to vacation, new place, we keep on looking for new things. When we discover self, it is always new. I am always new, and yet the oldest one. Shankaracharya, in his one commentary on Kathopanishad, he says this self is pura api nava eva iti, is the oldest, because everything has sprung from it. So that is the oldest one. The time itself has sprung from it, and yet always new too. It is whenever, in every situation, that is new, and the same self is there. So you see this same self in all different new forms. So that self is the newest and the oldest. So that is also the source of all joy and ultimate satisfaction. And when we realize that, what happens? We come to the ultimate peace also. For there is nothing else that needs to be done. All work is accomplished. When we come to that kind of vacation, what happens? You don't have any karmic debt. A friend wrote to me this, that otherwise when we go to vacation, this thought is always there after I come back, so much of work I will have to do, all those things will be pending that I will have to clear, and so forth. But when we realize the self, then nothing more needs to be done in life. This is a great, very profound saying of the scriptures. You will find it in Bhagavad Gita, you will find it in Mundak Upanishad. Why? Why then you don't have to do anything? You don't have to do anything because you have achieved everything that you wanted to achieve in life. Now, so your work is all done. As Mundak Upanishad very beautifully puts it, that when one realizes this self, then vidyate hridaya granthi chidyante sarva samshayaha. The words are really very profound, beautiful words, friends. That your whole, that knot in the heart that was bothering you, not in your consciousness, what is right, what is wrong, what is real, what is unreal, and so forth. Who am I, what is the world, what is the connection between the two, all confusion here. So that confusing knot is just opened, gone. Now there is no more knot. So, vidyate hridaya granthi. And as a result, chidyante sarva samshayaha. All the doubts also are resolved. As opposed to that, see, in this world, otherwise, everything is fraught with doubts. Even the conclusions in science, they are all fraught with doubts. Well, now the scientists say like that, tomorrow they may say different something. It is, and it happens, we see that happening all the time, that today's, therefore we have that modern theory. If the science had found the truth, then why we need another modern theory? It was sufficient, is it not, what we had found earlier? But that needs to be modified, that undergoes changes all the time. So therefore, the doubts still persist. The only way that you can go beyond all doubts is this realization of the self. When that happens, then you see the things, you see the truth as irrefutable experience. Experience can never be refuted by theories. If I am experiencing that Charles is sitting in front of me, you can give many arguments that no, he is not sitting in front of you. I will just smile at that because I am seeing him sitting in front of me. The arguments can never erase the experience. So friends, when we experience this truth, then all doubts are cut asunder, gone. And then this very important statement, very important in the context of vacation, that is kshiyante chasya karmani. All his works are finished now. Whatever needed to be done has been done. Nothing pending. Then you can really enjoy, no pending work at all. Everything has been taken care of. Everything that was needed to be done in life, friends, has been accomplished. Because life is for this, for realizing God or realizing our true self. When we do that, things are all accomplished. If we don't do that, then we just went through this life without accomplishing anything significant. That is what another great Upanishad, Kena Upanishad says. Atha ched iha vedit, atha satyamasti, na ched iha vedit, mahati vinashti. That if you realize this self in this life, then you have made good use of life. You have accomplished the purpose of life. If not, then you have lost a great opportunity. The great opportunity came your way, but you did not take advantage of it. You lost that opportunity. You were busy doing something else. It is like you want to go somewhere, you are driving on the highway, and then you have to take an exit. This has happened to me a few times, so I am telling from experience. Then while driving, you are talking with other friends and such, and then the exit comes and goes away, and then you realize, why did I had to take that exit? But I was busy talking to others and I neglected that. Now, if it is sometimes another exit you get quickly, but if you are driving in some places like Nebraska, you have to go 40 miles before you get another one. So it is like that in this life. This is in human birth, there is this exit. Human birth has been glorified by sages because of this capability, that here you get an exit from this bondage of having to do this and this and this. We all feel that bondage. Where do we get released from this bondage, friends? This is the exit. Exit is this human birth. Make good use of it. Don't waste time in living the life of like animals. Running after the sense pleasures is like the life of animals. You run after that and you miss the exit. What happens is you miss the exit. So therefore, if we really want to have a life of a vacation, then if we fulfill this purpose, then it is all vacation. No bondage for us. That was the first thing, why we were seeking vacation, because we were feeling bound, constrained, so many restrictions. When we realize this self, then and then alone, friends, the bondage will be all gone. We will be free. And that is vacation, friends. And there will be no work, all relaxation. All relaxation. I assure you, friends, all relaxation. Do we want to relax? Then when we realize self, we can relax. Otherwise, even if you have a nice couch to sit on, and if nobody is giving you any immediate botheration, you may think that I will sit on the couch and be a couch potato. No, friends, you will not have the relaxation. The relaxation comes by realization of the self. And then, whether you are doing lot of work, you may do lot of work, externally speaking, it is all fun. Like playing, you go on vacation and then you keep on playing, the whole life then becomes a play. It is all vacation. So, and freedom is there. There is no work, so relaxation. Then also there is immense bliss. Because this self is the source, friends, of all happiness that we can think of in life. All happiness really comes by contact from self. When we are in close proximity of our true nature, we feel happiness. The closer we come, the more will be the happiness. I'll give you just an example of our everyday experience. When do we feel the sense that I have a very nice, happy time, very good time, very relaxing time? We all know about it really. When we have deep sleep, when we go to sleep, all worries are kind of for that time forgotten. We have relaxation, and we tell also afterwards our experience. I was blissfully asleep. I didn't know anything. I was blissfully asleep. That is the bliss, because at that time we come in this relative life, I mean, in the closest proximity of our true nature. All the burdens of the body as well as that of mind, they are kept aside. We are not burdened with them at that time, in that state, I mean. So, in that state, therefore, we feel the closest proximity of the self. It is not self realization. It is still a very relative state of still ignorance. But just to give an example, that look, when we have the other external enjoyments, we go to see some nice place, Disneyland, on a vacation. We come back, what? Tired. The whole day it was so tiring, going to all these different places. You really cannot see everything in one day. So you still have the dissatisfaction also. I have to go there again. It is go to see a museum, Natural History Museum, New York, a beautiful place. I went there, and just it was nice, very enchanting, educative, beautiful. But by the time I saw only half of one of the sections, that too superficially, I saw the time is up, I had to go somewhere else. So I thought, let me go and see some other time. So, and feel tired. That you go to say fishing or hunting or whatever for the vacation, you come back and tired. So in all these so-called pleasures, we are really burning ourselves. There is only one pleasure that really rejuvenates us, and that is sleep. The exact opposite, in other you go dancing and partying, get tired, and what you want to do now? Go and sleep. But when you sleep, what happens? You feel rejuvenated. So that because you are in much closer proximity with your true nature there, so that gives us a hint that if we really come in contact with our true self, if we realize it, then the vacation, all-time vacation, friends. When we were having this construction, I had mentioned this little experience in that commemorative volume, that the gentleman who was supervising everything was working really very hard for a long time, every morning, many times on the weekends also, because he was supervising everything and was working very hard. Maybe it is a very snowy day, other workers may not come, but he had to come. Maybe it is the temperatures are very high, summertime, but still he had to come there and do some works. So as the work was drawing close, the building was getting finished. So he said to me, now, after this is done, I am going on a long vacation. Let this I have told already the employer that as soon as this is done, I am going on a long vacation. And then he asked, Swami, do you also go for a vacation? And I told him, look, when you become Swami, 365 days vacation. But he didn't really get tempted to become a Swami. So, having a vacation is a wonderful time. But we really can get vacation when we realize God, when we realize the self. So friends, let us strive for that. Thank you very much and have a wonderful vacation.